Hello, and welcome to Puzzlers Anonymous. My name is Kevin, and I'm a puzzle addict. Just off screen, there's a cat that is being very rambunctious, who is trying to grab things off my desk. Maybe she's on screen. I'm not going to adjust the camera, because I don't believe in my ability to get it back to where it's supposed to be. But if you see a little paw on the side, she's being very distracting. She wants to play, and I want to play puzzles with you and not with her. I do want to play with her, but I'm trying to get this done before Gina's home. I'm once again in a situation where it's like, I want a puzzle, and she's still at work, and she's on her way back, and I could do puzzles with her here, but I also, she watches these videos. I don't want her to have spoilers, hear me talking about this stuff. I'm also making dinner at the same time, so this video is probably going to have me stopping a few times. But with that in mind, no preamble. I'm not going to talk about my life. We're going straight to puzzling. Thursday Puzzle Club. Han Hoon. It's a cool name. Let's go. Look at this middle part of this grid. This is a bunch of shorties. Where are the themes in this? Are there any theme clues in this? There's all shorties. Is this in honor of the MIDI? Are they just like, we're going to do tiny clues? Puma's pad, that's nothing. Decided to deal with the... Okay. Here we go. With 68 across, long shot candidates, or a hint to 6 squares in this puzzle. Okay, so if it's with 68 across... Oh, no. I was clicking on the wrong one. So it's going to start with 66, then it'll be 68. Long shot candidates. And then it's going to be 6 squares. Oh, Garrett's going to be delighted. Well, we'll see. But if we're talking about squares, there's a very high chance that there's a rebus in this puzzle. He was delighted by the graphic, the rebus alert, and then he sent me a little Snapchat of watching my next video after that, and he was like, there better be a rebus in this, and I was like, bad news, because rebuses are pretty rare. They don't do them a lot. But this is going to be... I'm not claiming it yet. But if the theme is talking about squares, we're on Rebus Watch right now. Long shot candidates. I wonder if I can get this without any letters. We're probably thinking political candidates. I got it. This guy just figured out the theme. No, he didn't, because I don't know how this is going to fit in. But it's dark horses, right? What happened to my settings? Did this happen? Why does this keep happening, New York Times? At the end of the word, jump to next clue, but not jump it back. What else? After changing directions with the arrow keys, stay in that same square, and pressing spacebar should toggle between across and down. I shouldn't have to redo my settings every few weeks, it feels like. That's weird. I'm just going to do a few letters to confirm this is right. I mean, that could be aim. Trendy could be hip, not hep. I know we had that before. Pack it in, I don't know. Gumbo ingredient is okra. Okay, yeah, so dark horses is right. How that's going to fit into a rebus is going to be interesting. And also now, because it's a rebus and there's no obvious, theme clues here, I don't quite know where to start. Dark horses makes me think it's going to be the negative space squares. But I don't know about that. So I guess I can just kind of start anywhere, huh? Boarding pass info is probably ETA, right? I'm taking a flight next week. I'm going to Salt Lake City for a work conference. I feel like each of these regions probably has one rebus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Let's see. Magic power. Could be gift. I don't know. Freshly really feels like it should be a new. Would this be ETD? That wouldn't help with a new, but no. What else could be boarding pass info that would end with a W? I don't know. Stuff that's slung. I just deleted it and now we have nothing. I didn't put a new back in. I was just No letters. Parenthetical remark is probably an aside. That should help. Baby blank. 2008 comedy. Baby Mama. That was with Amy Poehler. Burden is onus, so I think 7 down is a new. And yeah, I don't know what boarding pass info is going to be. Magic power. I want it to be mana, but I feel pretty confident in onus. Mud is slung. User of the Force, that's Jedi, that's easy. Magic power. Mojo. Crikey, I've lost my mojo. I was thinking about Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me recently. I feel like that came out when I was a teenager, and yeah, the whole thing is like he's lost his mojo. He's trying to get his mojo back. And I feel like every dumb kid I knew thought that like mojo was like semen, like literally semen. And I think it's just supposed to be like mojo. And I, like, even as a kid, like, that made sense to me. And they were just like, oh, you know, because it's adults. It's got to be, it's cum. And it's like, no, it's, I don't know. I also haven't seen the movie since then. Maybe it is actually that. I don't know. Wow, I'm really confused about what boarding pass info is. So maybe this is where a rebus occurs. Horseow. Darkow. Yeah, I really don't know how Dark Horse is going to turn into a rebus. Well, whatever. Let's go in this direction. Like Cabernet Sauvignon vis-a-vis White Zinfandel. Here we go. Because this has got to be darker. No. Strike that. I was going to say darker because I'm thinking red wine and white wine. And if it's too many letters to fit, but you're confident in the answer, that's where your rebus is. But this could be drier, couldn't it? I don't think I know enough about wine to know if that's true. But it would work. Blitzkrieg Bop Band is the Ramones. So now we're in rebus territory. Somewhere in here is our Dark Horse. Yeah, because then this was even... Oh my god, I'm a dummy dimmy dum dum. When I was talking about darker, I was just like, because it's red wine versus white wine. You know? And so I was like, oh, it doesn't fit because darker is 6 letters and this is 5. But the fucking theme is dark horses. I was not thinking about that at all when I said darker before. That had left my mind. So I'm stupid, but I'm going to check on the pasta and then back at this because we're getting close to figuring out this theme. Well, they say a watched pot never boils, but I guess an unwatched pot never boils either, so I got some time. Okay, so this is darker. This has to be the Ramones. Also, they do this with rebuses. Rebusi. They always put like an obvious answer because then you're looking at this and you're like, you know, Blitzkrieg Bop. That's a solve protocol answer. That's, you know, if I can look that up. I know it's the Ramones. I'm 100% on this. Like, it's not gonna be not the Ramones unless it's like someone who covers it. So then you look at this, you say, how would the Ramones fit in 3 letters? And that's how you know it's a rebus. So if this is darker, it's dark horses. It seems too simple to just have it be you swap. Like, you wouldn't just put horse here. Like, the word dark becomes horse. That can't be it. They're a breed of horse that, like, fits with the Ramones. Quick aside. There's a band here in Madison. They don't play often. I discovered them, and then I went to see them, and they were like, oh, we haven't played in 10 years, and we're probably never going to play again. It's a bunch of old dudes, and it's called The Theremones. And it's people playing Ramones music, and then also there's a theremin in the band. It's amazing. Keep Madison weird. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, so maybe I'll do some letters around this. I think this is peeled. Rang out. Like peel with the A is what you use for like bells. It's a weird thing. Dole out is probably meet out. That's not doing so great with us and this Ramones thing. That's enough out of you. Yeah, I don't know. Accept the terms of, don't know, pack rat is hoarder. Okay, so this is just even stranger. These are working. Is fiddlesticks dough, like how Homer says it? Maybe. A big one might be challenging to work with. Let's say that's ego. Mrs. in Spain would be señorita. No. Señorita is Miss. Señora is Mrs. So that would be SRA. This is making it worse for all these work. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night. Blank for the arrow that flieth by day. Nor. I think that's going to be. I don't know that quote. Okay. I think this is bah, like bah humbug, not like homework, because this is probably be silent. That is agree to. So then drier actually does work here as opposed to darker. But what's happening here? Dark horses. The negative space. THE. If I go to 41, is it going to be a dash? No. It's NES, but it does work here. So dark horse, THE. Oh. Is Theo a type of horse? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't get it. Not yet. It is something with those. It's got to be like a breed of horse, right? THEO in the dark spaces. I got Google horse breeds, clearly. That's doubly disappointing because I got the answer but don't know what it is yet, so I'm still in the dark, pun intended. But I also realize that there is a way that this puzzle might work without actually having a rebus. But this says 6 squares. Is it just talking about those squares? I don't like it. But I think I'm actually boiling now. I'm boiling mad at this puzzle, but I think my water's boiling, so second pause. Okay, that'll actually be the only stoppage in the pasta category. I got that stuff, like the chickpea stuff, and you have to stir it frequently, so I couldn't just sit it. I just had to do the whole thing there. But there will be more stoppages, like when Gina gets home. Okay. I feel kind of stumped on what this has to do with the theme and where the rebus is going to be, if at all. So I think I'm just going to keep her moving. Otolaryngologist for short. It's got to be ear, nose, and throat, right? Because the laryngology, that's the throat. The auto's got to be the other stuff. One named artist who sang the U.S. national anthem at the Paris Olympics closing ceremony. I don't know. Wrath is going to be ire. Big Dutch Bank. I don't know. Is this going to be share? And then we're in another rebus alert. It's like this could be C and this could be H. Or isn't there an artist who's just called her? I think that's right. I'm leaving it blank for now. Center of a Scrabble board. This is viral marketing for crossplay. The star. Yeah. Pee-wee of baseball. Is that like a person? See, I think of like Pee-wee leagues, but I don't think it's that. I think it's a person. Typewriter feature. Don't know. Spots where pins are dropped. ATMs, I would think. No, because pin in that case would have to be all capitalized. Yeah, I don't know. Tricky. Bass as an example, or bass as an example. I don't know. Decide to deal with at a later time. Could be put off. Oh, this one I know. So 73 cross is 58 down with 58 down. Begonia actress. That's Emma Stone. We watched that recently. It was pretty good. I was a fan. Pack it in. I want to say cram, but yeah, let's do it. I was gonna say with the it clues, those are always weird, but no, it's the exclamation point one. So I think that is cram. You just made that up. Is liar. Serve as soup is ladle. Yeah. Good. Okay, good. Because I was gonna say I wasn't done with that other section. Why am I over here? Just because of Emma Stone. But here we go. Enemy of Wonder Woman. I don't know. I don't do DC Comics. Decide to deal with it later time. I already looked at that and didn't know it. Feature of the Cyclops. Well, I want to say one eye, but I don't know. Dips a toe in, say. I want to say tests. Trendy could be hot. And then that would work with this being one eye. Yeah, that doesn't even need to be a rebus because it's 6 letters. So let's make that hot. Dips a toe in is tests. This is one eye. I was thinking this might be Reese. I can't say why. So if it's still working, it's probably that. Typewriter feature. I want to say typeset. But I don't know if that would be in there if type is in the name. Then we're like looking at a rebus situation again. Alleys. Bowling alleys. Let's say it's Reese. What does that do for the others? That one I just don't know. This ale. There's like a beer called Bass, I think. I think this is Aries, like the god. Decide to deal with it at a later time. Tap set. Yeah, I don't know. Law enforcer in Leicester. I mean, I want to just say cop, but what does that have to do with England? Con? Is that short for constable? I feel like this is Ian, even though I don't know, I've never watched Deadwood. I can't picture this guy, but I feel like McShane is Ian. DOJ bigwigs would be AG's, Attorney General, so that's good. I feel like this Dutch bank is IEG. Golf gimme. It's not a bogey. Bogey's bad. Yeah, I don't know. Packed it in, as opposed to pack it in. This is probably 8, I think. This guy Archibald, I don't know that. Organization often concerned with fundraising. I want to say PTA or PTO, because that comes up a lot. And then this lead into determined or destined is pre. Don't know that one. Media sales agent in brief. Probably rep, add rep. So then a golf gimme is a tappy. I'm just going to have to believe you. Bring shame upon. Don't know. Be on one's back. Is lie. Like lying on your back. Winning hit at Wimbledon. Maybe. Don't know. I want to say ace. But I'm pretty confident in that P there. I don't know that one. This should have come up in the Olympics. That was in Milan. Letter in support. Informally. Don't know. Don't know the boarding pass info. See, this is where I think we're in Rebus land. Could it connect over to here? Yeah, I don't know. Approximate number, ballpark, estimate. It's estimate. ES. Oh, but then that's... Oh, but like the Ramones started with the dark spaces above it. So I think this is an E, and then this is STI, and then that's M. EM. What does that have to do with horse? Choreograph. The mystery. Shoulda listened to me. Told you so. Comes face to face with. Is this a butts? It's not like having a fight. It's just like it abuts it. It just touches it. We play technique informally. I want it to be slow-mo. But then abuts is wrong. Woodworking machine. Don't know. Sewing, cooking class. Formally, this is home ec, right? Is that just EC? Oh yeah, because abuts isn't it anyways, because what's that SS? Unless it's SSN, which just comes up all the damn time. Yeah, I feel like it's home ec. Home economics. Remove from power. Eject, evict. Restaurant booking for short. Res, is that with an S or a Z? I think it's a Z. Carrier based in Ben Gurion Airport. No idea where that is. Okay, let's get some downs here. This might be groundbreaking. Shovel. Boom. San Diego suburb. Nobody knows. Person reached by dialing 0. Abbreviated. It's going to be your operator, so it's probably just that. This could just be meets. Then we still run into the S issue down on told you so. Choreograph. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is slow-mo, as I originally suspected. So maybe meets is right. What would choreograph be? Maybe it continues down. Don't know that. Let's put in meets. Oh. I think should have listened to me is C. So then my estimate thing is wrong. And I don't think it could be S. It could be S. EST. And then this would have to be IM. But here they're only individual letters. Well, Gomez's cousin is cousin it. The face card's value is 10. Nate is a name. Is it possible that I solve this whole puzzle without understanding what I'm doing? It could happen. Summer vacation locale. Probably the shore. Woodworking machine shape something. I mean, yeah, there's probably la something. Remove from powers overthrow. And this is an H here, which would get us horse. Because there was an O over here. That's one of the letters in horse. But T is not one of the letters in horse. Okay, overthrow. This is R. Boarding pass. Oh, it could be row. Yeah. Letter in support informally is a rec. Recommendation. La Scala in Milan. That did come up in the Olympics. I'm sorry. Winning hit. Is it just par? No. Bring shame upon. Dishonor. I was thinking dish fit here because of her, but then I was like, what would that be? It's dishonor with the O there. Okay. I could see this. I figured it out. This guy just figured out the theme. Yeah. And here's how. Ramones, it's not the Ramones, it's just Ramones. So this is an O. This is an H. So in here, there's somewhere around here, there's going to be R and S and E and S. And I think this is where the S is, right? Lead into determined or destined, and then present. No, because these both work on their own. Ooh. But this needs connectors. So EV, ever present, is R and S. So HORS. I wish there was a way to fill those out in without just having to remember them. Also, this does mean there's no rebus. Shed a tear. It's so sad. No rebus in this puzzle. RS. So we gotta find E and S. But let me just finish these up first. Is this just like a shaper? Ooh, I don't know what that choreograph one is. And I've done this one. Are we gonna have to get the solve protocol up in this? Endures. Lives. Is this our E? Lives through. Lives in. Maybe. Oh my gosh, this relates to this. But this is now, it's in French, it's plural, so it's going to be the French word for wines. Strange. Puma's pad. Just jungle, that's like where they live. I was thinking it'd be the pads like the paws, but it's jungle. Somehow I thought through that whole process right now. CVS Health Subsidiary. I think this is Aetna. I don't know how I know that. Labor Day follower. Abbreviated. Yeah, I don't know. Prefix with log. That's probably EPA. So I do think this here is going to be our E and S. We'll have to figure that one out. Oh my God. It came back to haunt me. I knew there'd be an SSN in this puzzle. I just knew it. It wasn't up here, but it is here. Can't break away from it. I can't judge. I don't make puzzles. Performs at a Thunderbirds show. Something's wrong here because these are nonsense letters. List of starters is lineups. So Puma's pad is not jungle. Bummer. Lineups. Real Genius, Einstein. So this is going to get us real close. Here I might actually get the letter without knowing what it is, as I kind of mentioned. Labor Day follower is Tuesday. That's funny because Labor Day is always on a Monday. What are the Thunderbirds? Is that a plane thing? Is that like the Blue Angels? Yes. So this is aviates. And I did get this without knowing what was going on. Strange is alienate. So we're at horse there, and then we just need to find the S because it's not alienates. So there's still an S in here. Leaf to Eric the Red is going to be sun. Okay, so Puma, it's Puma like the shoe company. I mean, if this was an S, we'd have stall there, but Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. I was like, is con short for constable? No, constable's here. You put the S there. I'm sorry if you were yelling at your screen the whole time. I'm really sorry that I'm stupid. Yeah, so I think this is La something. La Mezzo. Woodworking machine could be like shaper. But then, I just don't know Oh, yeah, I do. So our letters, they do go both ways. It do go down.
But don't.
It do go down.
I was here yesterday. Actually, it goes
both ways.
Both ways. That's what I was thinking of. Not the classic Vine, but
It do go down.
Tim Robinson. It goes both ways.
ways.
Which I knew that because Ramones and Dishonor on our O. So this is going to be overthrow and orchestrate, which is going to hit both our H and our R. Are there any more like that? H, R, O. It's so hard to visualize this. E, yes. So endures as lives on. We had that. So then this is our S, but that's just IG. Trendy's just hot. Oh, I think our Wimbledon thing that didn't make sense to me. It's gonna be like pass. This is a tap in is the golf gimme. So then a winning hit is a passing shot. I'm just gonna have to believe you, tennis heads. Okay, and that doesn't have anything, so this is just... I mean, one letter left, but let's initiate the solve protocol.
Initiate the solve protocol.
We're just going to bring up the map, and we're going to look for either suburbs of San Diego, or we're just going to look at where the heck Ben Gurion Airport is. How about that? Let's put this in the not satellite mode. Oh, look. I just revealed to YouTube where I live. Uh-oh. 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 Wait. I can edit this video. Okay. San Diego. What suburb? It said suburb, right? San Diego suburb. With La Presa. La Mesa. So res is with an S. This is with an A. Hopefully we hear the music. Hey, and it filled it in. It gave us our letters. Do we want to look up Ben Gurion Airport anyways? We already initiated the solve protocol. We might as well just do it. It's in Israel. So then it would be an Israeli airline, which is El Al. Sure. I believe you. Cool. I knew it would fill in, but I forgot and I was surprised. It was very hard to visualize this without it actually being there, so I deserve a prize. Okay, thanks for watching. Be safe. Bye.